Hi ladies, welcome to my second ever YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing this look right here. I really like it. I find this very nice and soft and neutral, something that you can totally wear every day, especially since I paired it with this nice soft lipstick here as well. It's not even a lipstick, sorry, it's a tinted lip balm. I hope you guys like this video. It was my second ever video that I've made for YouTube, and I kind of did it pretty close to the first one, so none of them had been posted yet, and so if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If there's anything else you'd like me to do or that you'd like to see, please leave a comment down below. And if you have any other colors you'd like to see, any other looks, I'd love to hear your feedback. My camera is blinking at me, telling me that it's gonna die, so I'm going to keep this intro extremely short, and I can't wait for you guys to watch the video. Let me know what you think. Okay, I hope you enjoy. So this here is the palette that we're going to be using today. We have a lot of very neutral colors. This shimmery white color here, a light, almost has an orangey warm undertone, and this one has a cooler undertone browns, and then a medium brown as well. And we're going to be using this to kind of create this eye look that I have here. So as you can tell, I've already done my face makeup and I've done my eyebrows, so I'm going to kind of show you a trick that I have to help you do your makeup after you've already done like the rest of your face and to prevent any fallout. So honestly, my actual trick, Kleenex. So we're gonna go ahead, and what you do is you kind of just hold it a little lower than just where this lid would be, so that when we add some color to the other one, which I haven't actually done on this side yet, I'll do that at the same time. When we go and do that, you're not uneven, so you want to be able to have a little space here to merge these colors together. You can also use tape. I find this gives you a bit of a softer look. So the brushes that I'm going to be using, they're dirty at the moment. I'll clean them as we're going because I used them to do the other side right before this. So I have the Morphe M441. Oh, is this going to zoom in on it? And this is just it's not gonna do it. Okay, there we go. And this one is just a large blending brush. I have the Morphe M433, and this is just a smaller blending brush. My favorite pencil brush of all time, as most of my customers and friends know, because of this part. It's so soft. And this is the Morphe M321. I also have, I like this brush for this flat end here. And this is just the brush that I got when I bought my Urban Decay Naked palette. So it has one on both ends. I only really use this part of it because I like how flat it is. I like getting it, you can kind of see on my hand here, I like getting it wet and then using it with my metallic colors because I can then kind of just blend them on my hand and apply them as we go. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a little awkward for me because I've never filmed a zoomed in video. So if I find myself out of focus, I apologize. I'll try and correct it quickly as we go. This is my first ever zoomed in video. The one before this where I did like my face makeup, that was my first ever YouTube video. So this is kind of all new and exciting for me. So I appreciate your patience with me and any feedback you have for me in the comments. And if this video is helpful, please like it, give me a thumbs up, because then I'll just keep doing them. I respond very well to positive encouragement. So we're going to go ahead, large blending brush, and we're going to go into this color right here. And we're just going to tap it into the outer corner in the crease to apply the color. What I didn't show you guys me doing was me applying eye primer. I use the younique Moodstruck eye primer, and I apply this beforehand. I usually do it before I do my eyebrows because I like to give it a good, 5 or so minutes to settle, so that when I apply my makeup on top of it, it's not still wet and grabbing the makeup, it's just acting as a primer, like a base for them. I find like a lot longer acting makeup as a result of that. So I'm just blending this in here. And we're going to go ahead and take the smaller blending brush and then the more neutral color here, and we'll continue on. And we're doing the same idea, we're just keeping it a little lower this time. And I'm going to go back in with my larger blending brush and that first light brown shade just to kind of blend this together. Now I'm going to go in with my M321, this pencil brush right here, and I'm going to take that into the medium brown tone that I have right there. And you can kind of see, right, we're keeping all the fallout out and we're still getting this nice soft line there. Okay, and I'm just going to put this mostly in the outer corner and along my lash line. I'm trying to keep this look very nice and neutral and not too dark. But you still want to keep your darker shades and the outer portion of your eye. I'm just using my M433 here again to blend the colors a little more. Okay, so my next step is I'm going to go in with my favorite Younique Splurge Cream eyeshadow. This is Victorious. It is a nude color. Very nude on me because I am so fair-skinned. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Younique Cream Shadow Brush. It's a very dense brush that I use to apply the cream eyeshadows. If you have a denser, like a cream eyeshadow brush or a small, dense brush that you can use, that would also work. I'm just going to use a little bit, and I'm going to essentially not cut out my crease, but kind of that idea, where I'm just lightening up this inner portion here and essentially erasing the makeup that's there. So my next step after that, is I'm going to go into Optimistic, which is this very shimmery white metallic shade right here. To do that, I'm going to get the flat end of this brush wet with some of my Touch Behold setting spray. Now I love using this trick to really get the color to pick up. I find the metallics are a lot more vibrant and shimmery and metallic-y when you do use them wet. So honestly, just spritz it. I'm going to go into my color here, and I'm picking up a good amount because I got my brush already wet, and then I just blend it on my hand like here so that I'm not using too much and that it's not too wet, and then I'm just going to go ahead and apply it all over that part of my lid where I just erased all the colors with my Victorious Splurge. And I'm probably going to touch up my other side while I'm doing this because I want them to look the same. And it's hard to do one side first and then go ahead and like make the two sides look the same. I definitely have been working on that, but it is a work in progress. So I'm going to go, So I'm going to go back in with my M441, my large fluffy blending brush here, and that warmer brown, and I'm just going to blend the crease a little more. We don't want anything to be too harsh. And I'm going to do the same thing with my smaller blending brush, the M433, and I'm going to go into the cooler brown and blend it in again as well. I don't know if I need any more of the dark brown, but if you did, like if you had erased too much of the dark brown, I'll go in a little bit. I'm going to go back in with my M321, which is this small pointing brush here, pencil brush, sorry, and I'm going to go in with this medium brown and just a little bit of it right along the lash line again, just to define this outer corner. And let's say I had gone back in with too much of that, those other colors, it's just a case of repeating the other steps. So I'd go back in, because I have it on my hand, I'd go back in with this brush and I would touch it up. right? Just like I did on this side when I was like, oh, this side is not as bright. I went back in and I touched it up. That's all you have to do to kind of like even it out and fix it up a bit. So now for me, the next step is eyeliner. Now I hate liquid eyeliners, or I thought I did because I was so used to the, you know, like the felt tip pen eyeliners, and I found them so frustrating to use because they would dry out halfway through doing your eye. And then last fall, I think it was last fall, Younique released their dip and draw eyeliner, and I didn't buy it. I was like, nope, liquid eyeliner, I hate it. I'm gonna stick to my gel eyeliner. Didn't even use the Younique branded one because I was like, no, they don't have what I want. And then I finally decided to try the dip and draw eyeliner, and you will drag it away from my dead body. It's just got one of these tips like this, and it's like, I always tell people it's like an ink and a quill. Sorry, a quill and an ink pot. Oh my goodness, you guys. So when it dries out, because they do, right, when you're using it, you just put it back in and then you re-wet it and continue on. Now for doing eyeliner, this eye is harder for me, and what we'll go over in a different video, how to do like a liquid eyeliner. I like to keep my eye kind of open. This is gonna be hard because I'm used to being able to reposition. Okay, so had a hard time explaining while I was doing that, but essentially I draw a line, and then when I have that line drawn, and it's easier to do it with your eye open, I find, just you can kind of figure out what it's gonna look like when you're done. And then once I have that line drawn, I close my eyes and I start from the top of the point and I connect it down, and then I just kind of fill it in. Now if you're like me and like your one eye is hooded or slightly wrinkly, the nicer way of doing it is, instead of kind of dragging it along your eye as you go, you press it in like that, like you stamp it in along your lash line instead of trying to pull it, because if you pull it, you're gonna get caught in the wrinkles, but if you're just pressing it in, you're gonna get into all those creases. But we'll talk about that more in another video when we go over that kind of stuff. So the next step, not eyeliner, we just did eyeliner, oh my gosh, guys. Next step is mascara. So this is the Younique Epic Mascara, and it's another one of those products that you'll be dragging away from my dead body if you want to take it from me. I need to get a new one. This one's like starting to dry out because I've had it for so long, but I just feel like I get such like volume and length in my lashes when I use it. And I just go down to the base, I wriggle my way up, and you can tell that my mascara is like old and drying out because it's like a little too thick. So in my next video, I promise I'll use a new one and show you guys the full effect of my like amazing epic mascara. Okay, so now that we have done our upper lashes, we're going to add a little bit of color onto the lower lash line. I couldn't find the Morphe brush that I normally use, but thankfully I have my little Shoppers Drug Mart like smudging brush here, so I'm just going to use this to do a little something on the lower lashes. Now for this, because I have blue eyes and I want to keep it warm, I'm going to go in with Astute, which is this nice warm light brown here, and I'm just going to take some on this brush, and I'm just going to run it along my lower lash line. And because we didn't place that Kleenex too high up, this is actually all blending in together instead of just being you know, a little lower than everything else and looking kind of out of place. And that's all we're really going to do there. I'm probably also going to take a little more, I think it's probably dry on my hand now, a little more of this Optimistic, which is that shimmery pearly white, and kind of put it along the inner portion of my eyes here. Just to act as a highlighter. And we can also, if this is, need to get a little wet again, we can also use this as our highlighter under our brow. So we're just going to put a little bit of it, a little bit of it here. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I actually had a little bit of highlighter there already, so this is a little unnecessary, but I wanted to do it anyway. Because I love Optimistic. I feel like it's a fun color. And so since we put a little bit of that color on our lower lash line, I'm also going to throw a little bit of mascara down there. I just like to wriggle it. Oh, I'm out of camera. Sorry, guys. There we go. Now I'm not out of camera for that one. Okay, and so last but not least for me with this kind of look is I want to keep it nice and soft. So I'm just going to throw on my Red Velvet Bonbon. This is just a tinted lip balm. It's called Very Berry color, but I don't know, I find it's like just a really nice pink color. So, okay, I am going to zoom back out. Oh. Okay, so this is the end of the video. We finished off our look with this Red Velvet Bonbon right here. It is my favorite, especially since I'm off to work to go do a night shift right now, and it keeps my lips beautiful but also hydrated, and that's such an important thing to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any feedback for me, I'd love to hear it in the comments. And if you enjoyed what you saw, please like this and we'll continue to make them. I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you.